welcome to Yarns from the South. We're going to carry on.
We've just tried 3 times to get this opening thing going and it's not working. So we're just going to roll with it.
Moving on. Hi. So we're hopefully you've seen us before. If not, welcome. And we are. I'm Sue.
And I'm Vanessa.
And this is a knitting and crafting and podcast coming from
Invercargill, New Zealand.
Yeah. So welcome.
If you're a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. Great to have you here again. So it's March 2021. It's happened.
Yeah.
We are probably podcasting a little bit earlier than what we would usually do. And we thought we would have a podcast this weekend in honour of Unwind. So Unwind is a knitting retreat that usually happens on this weekend every year in Dunedin, and it's organised by the wonderful Morag Mackenzie of Vintage Pearls fame, and she made the call last year that she would not have it this year just due to COVID and not knowing whether we would, what level we would be in or anything like that. And I think she made a brilliant call because New Zealand's most of New Zealand's in level 2 at the moment, and Auckland's in level 3. And so it would have been cancelled anyway. So yeah, great call. But of course, we are sort of pining the fact that we can't have an Unwind, so we thought we'd get together and talk all things Unwind, or most things Unwind, for this podcast. Yeah. Anything you want to add to that?
No.
So, and I think we should mention that now. That, when you're at Unwind, you can do lots and lots of beautiful yarn shopping, and sometimes there's giveaways and things that happen. So we thought we would put on our own little giveaway, just in honour of Unwind.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we show them what, or should we wait till the end?
No, let's show them now.
Okay.
Let's give them a little teaser. Okay.
Here's a little teaser.
Here we go.
You've got to watch right to the end
to find out how to win. But this is what you could win. So, because we / Vanessa has been talking a lot about journaling this year, and I've been buying a lot of journals, but not doing a lot of journaling. But I like having them if the moment took me. Anyway, so I thought a journal would be awesome. So I've got this beautiful journal, that's got some beautiful flowers on for autumn, and then some cool things to use. So some nice pens. Some cute stickers, you can see those. They're kind of like a teapot, and some cookies and coffee if you're so inclined, and some washi tape.
Beautiful.
Cool. Yeah. And then very talented Vanessa has dyed some beautiful autumnal yarn. Beautiful.
So I was inspired by the Invercargill has this amazing pack called Queen's Pack, and in the autumn it's got this lovely, what is that called, avenue with lots of trees, and they all turn brown, and it's gorgeous. So that's what this little colourway was inspired by. It's the yarn base that I used is from Wild Earth Yarns. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And it's, you don't need to make socks with it, but as you all know, I do love a good sock set. So that could be up for grabs.
Yay.
Or it is up for grabs later on.
So wait to the end. We better remember to put it in. How to win that. Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Right.
So where shall we go first? Do you want to talk about Unwind purchases, or do you want to talk about just our normal?
Well, should we just go through, because I don't have a lot of normal to talk about. Spoiler alert, not a lot of finished objects or anything like that for me.
I've only got one.
We could just go through that. Yeah,
okay,
let's do that.
Cool. So those of you that are watching last episode will remember I decided to ditch the sock. So shock everybody, right. I haven't got a sock to show you. Ditch the sock and start on Hedwig from Harry Potter for my upcoming birthday. I may or may not have mentioned. Oh, something dropped off the table. Anyway, so look what I've made.
Cute.
I made Hedwig. Now, disclaimer: she doesn't look like the picture, but I think she looks prettier.
She's unique and gorgeous.
So I don't think it matters.
No.
So here she is.
Yes.
Hedwig.
You've done it really fast.
I have.
That's a month, isn't it?
Less than a month. 3
yeah.
weeks, I think.
Well done.
Yeah.
Very gorgeous. I like.
Look.
She's just like the one in Harry Potter.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Really enjoyed making it. And you know what? I just really like making like toys. It's just, and it was a really interesting pattern. Had lots of different interesting bits to it. Kept my interest in. Really recommend it. And yeah, and it's all in there. It's all very little seaming. It was just the wings that was done separately. So yeah.
Well
and
done.
actually, I did the wing wrong, so I've actually made that wing twice. Brilliant. So yeah, so this is Hedwig.
Cool. You used to do a lot of. I remember when we first started working together, you used to do a lot of toys and things. So.
I've got books of monsters
right,
and animals and all sorts. So doll stuff. Yeah. So I used to make a lot. So yeah, very much enjoyed her. So she's finished. What have you got that's finished?
So, as far as finished objects go, I have a big fat 0.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Moving on. Okay, making progress. So I think that's what. Oh, hello.
Just popped out.
And now she's back. I'm back. So I literally started it last night.
Oh.
So it's not. Can you guess what it is?
Woo!
That's how exciting is that? Woo! That's exciting, isn't it? I think that's 40. Yeah. What is it?
What is it?
It's just made from some stash yarn.
Oh, I know now. Boom.
There we go. So, do we think it's Harry Potter related? Yes, it is. So I'm going to have to find it because I didn't think about opening it on the page because that would have required.
It just came up.
Oh, here we go. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. So for those of you who are Harry Potter fans, this you'll know, but those of you who don't know it, it's Fluffy, who's in the first episode, who guards the Chamber of Secrets, and he's a 3-headed dog, and you put him to sleep by playing music.
That's right.
So I'm making him because I'm in the Harry Potter vibe, and I'll be able to get him done before my party.
Yeah, party.
My
Cool.
party. So so that's what I'm making, and oh my god, I do like making jerseys and everything, but
Not feeling it.
no, and that's just really quick and satisfying, and you get to maybe can't wear it though. I can't really wear Hedwig, can I?
But then you don't have to worry about gauge. Or, is the fit right? Or blah, blah,
and I
blah.
haven't
So
even got the right. I think you meant to use Aaron, and I'm using 8-ply, and it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter what size he turns out.
There is something really satisfying about toy knitting.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I was going to use a cotton, but I couldn't be bothered. I wanted to do it there and then, and
you had that.
so I had that. So that's what I did.
Nice.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Lovely. Right.
That's all I've got in progress, apart from my sock. But I haven't been on my sock. So.
Well, speaking of socks, nice wee segue in there.
That was all planned.
I have been doing a sock. Surprise, surprise. So those of you who watched the last podcast might remember that I talked or showed. Did I show it then?
Yes.
That beautiful skein of yarn from Marmalade Yarn Co. And here it is, being knitted up. So I'm not far.
You're
away
nearly
from
done.
finished. Yeah. Beautiful knit, just lovely, yummy. Now I would have been finished this today. However, I suddenly remembered about another whip that I had going and tried in vain to get that finished. So here's a wee backstory.
I do love a backstory.
Backstory. Here we go.
Settling in.
Grab your cup of tea. So, where am I starting this? Unwind.
Yes.
Unwind 2020. Our knitting crew, decided we were going to make a something because we thought, this is what happens when people go to big crews go to, like Rhinebeck and Edinburgh Yarn Festival, the rest, their crew will make us something so that they can all wear it together. Now, we often meet in a cafe that's called Industry, and there's a lovely New Zealand designer called Libby Johnson, whose label is Truly Myrtle. And so one of the girls said, hey, she's got a pattern called Industry for a little shawlette thing. We should all make that. And we all thought, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. And we had these grand dreams of us all wearing our little Industry shawl things. And we somehow had thought that Libby was going to be at Unwind 2020. And we just had this wonderful, amazing dream that she'd see us with our Industry shawls and she'd be like, oh my gosh, you girls are amazing. And we'd have, photos with her and end up being best friends with her and whatnot. So no, that didn't happen. Libby wasn't there anyway. It was so hot. You didn't want to wear anything woolen.
No.
And I was finishing my my Industry shawl in the car on the way there to Unwind. Thankfully, Sue did the driving. So you didn't even finish your...
You've got it.
I have got it. And so I found it last night.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I should get this finished. And then wouldn't that be amazing that I could give it to Sue on the podcast? I'm sorry, Sue. I'm like 25 rows away from being finished.
That's good though.
So I tried to finish this all day today. It's what I've been doing all day today. To the point where Mark was like, do you think you can... And I can't. I'm trying to get this finished for Sue. But yeah, I had to admit defeat with 25 rows to go. So I will get this done for you probably tomorrow.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Just a wee side note. I don't know if anybody else knew, but I didn't. So this is new to me. You had left this cable on. This is a Knit Picks cable. And this is my Lycra needle. Oh. Look at that. They fit.
Oh, wow.
So if you've got any more of these.
It's a Knit Pro.
Yeah. Knit Pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
They fit your Lycra needles. Yeah.
That's
there
good.
you go.
And I bought that yarn. I can't remember the brand, but I bought it in the wool truck outside of Matakana in Northland. So they're online, and the lady's now moved out into like a mobile. It's like a home, and it's got a great logo. So they're online. I think it's called the Knitting Truck.
Yeah,
or the wool truck. Yeah,
the Knitting Truck.
Yeah, yeah. So and we're visiting friends, and I bought that.
Nice.
Scone. So yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh well, I can't wait for you to. So I stopped it because I'm not. Well, it was 4-ply, and I'm not a huge Well, that was pre me doing socks, but I wasn't such a 4-ply lover. I have done a bit of 4-ply since then, but I'm not so into lacy and fiddly, and it isn't too lacy, but I was just getting sick of it. So, and then Vanessa said, I'll finish it here.
Yeah, and then it has been sitting in my stash for pretty much a year. So. Yeah.
That looks really cool though. Yay. Thank you.
No, it was lovely yarn to knit.
Yeah.
And the other work in progress that I have,
you've done quite a lot on that.
Oh no, honestly, I haven't touched it since I saw you. But so this is.
I like this though.
Yeah, I can't wait. So this
really
morning,
like
it felt like it was the first real morning of autumn, with that crisp, cool. And so I've decided I really need to get this done because I
really like that.
I love it.
I would quite like to make that.
This, for those of you who are like,
sorry.
What on earth
what are you on about? I like it.
It is the Oxbow cardigan by Andrea Mowry, and it's just oversized, textured, patterned cardi.
It smells like sheep.
Whoa, really? Like, oh my god! Who would have thought?
Is that where it comes from?
Mind blown.
Okay.
So there we go. So those are my works in progress. That's where I'm at. I feel like we're smashing through this today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We're all busy lives, aren't we?
Yeah.
So that's good.
Let's go.
Acquisitions. Acquisitions?
Yeah.
Acquisitions. So I think last time I bought, I showed the crochet books, and so I was like, I'm going to make a crochet dragon. I am going to make a crochet dragon, but I decided to do fluffy first. So I bought some cotton, and I bought some cotton from Wool Shop in Wellington because they had cotton. But so they're teeny weeny balls, because I couldn't seem to buy any bigger than 20 grams that I liked. So you can't see what I'm opening, can you? No. Great. Anyway, I've got a bag like this, okay? So good. So I'm going to get out the colours so you can see. So that's what I'm fiddling about with. Bear with. Yeah, so these are for two different dragons.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that colour.
Yeah. So I think 3 and 3. I can't remember how they're going. Yeah, so that's what I bought. So these are very cute.
Cool.
And it's DMZ Happy Cotton for amigurumi. Great. Great. So that's what I bought. And then I've got a couple of acquisitions that are presents, and I just thought I'd show them because they're cool. So this is for Uncle John, who'll probably watch.
Hi, Uncle John.
Hi, Uncle John.
You're very clever.
Yeah, you are very clever, but he'll be bashful and go, whatever. Anyway, so it's my party next month, and hopefully it will go ahead. So, but we're just crashing on, and so Uncle John has made me something. I'm not going to show everything because of all of these people are coming to my party. I don't want to spoil it. That's what I'm like, because I think there's thousands of people out there watching this. There isn't. Thousands. Anyway, but so it's Harry Potter. And so he's made, now those of you who, Harry Potter, and also from Fantastic Beasts, you know where to find them. What's this, everybody? What's this? What is it? It's a bow truckle.
Very cute.
It's a bow truckle. Look at this. This is fucking amazing. Oh, did I say we're swearing friendly? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Switch off now if that offended you. Sorry.
What's it made out of? Is it paper? Like, is it
well, I think that's florist tape.
Yeah.
And I think that, I don't know if it's some kind of wire or inside. But
very clever.
I'm sorry. Cool. This is fucking awesome. So who's else got a bow chuckle? Well, you might do, but I've got one made by an Uncle John. So how lucky am I?
Very.
So yeah, so this is going on one of the tables at the party. I don't know
why. Do some footage of the party.
I will, and then we'll work out how to put it on. That's what I thought, that because basically this party's going to be a bit like a film set. You'll watch, you'll go, that's shit, Sue. In my head, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
so we'll see. And also, I asked for an owl. So he has friends who own this really cool shop in York. So I'll do some advertising for the Imaginarium. It's called the Imaginarium. They're also online, and they do have so Marcus and Warren, Uncle John's friends, and they own this shop, and it's got cool kind of like just kind of weird stuff, but kind of cool like candles and just kind of like art and awesome. Anyway, so they do cool Christmas. Anyway, cut a long story short, I got an owl.
That's so cool.
How cute.
Very.
So yeah, so I've got a cool owl. I also got a badger, but I didn't bring him. So yeah, so I'm very lucky.
So cool.
And check out the Imaginarium. They also own the Yorkshire Soap Company. I'm not being advertised. I'm not being paid for this. Yeah, cool. So yeah, so I got a great parcel this week full of goodies. He's also made me something else, which if you come to the party, you'll see. I don't know why I'm saying party in a fake Scottish accent, but I think it's funny.
And it's stuck now. So yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. That's just us.
Yeah.
So
cool.
that's that.
Your acquisitions.
That's my acquisitions.
Okay. Well, I have none. Done.
Okay, then this is why we're bashing glue.
I have nothing.
Okay, good.
Nothing to share. Sorry, guys.
Good.
But what I thought we could do is, because we're, Unwind mentioning, what's that word, when we're paying a homage to Unwind. I brought along, so I've only been to 3 Unwinds. I think it's been going, this would have been
Oh, you've only been to 3. I've been to 1.
I think this was the 10th year, wasn't it? It was going to be the 10th year, yeah. And I went 1, 2015, 2016, and then 2020. And so I just thought I'd bring along one of my favourite purchases from a couple of them. And
oh, I should show you the shawl.
Yeah, I bought that. I don't know why. Very quickly, here's my finished. I don't know why I didn't mention this earlier.
I don't know either.
Here's a finished one. I don't know how to wear it though, and it's very. It's one of those little. It's tricky.
Well, it's a bit like a scarf, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Ooh, it's quite warm.
Can I have a go?
Yes, please.
I'll have a go. I'll just have a go.
While I'm talking about. So my favourite purchase of yarn is from this gorgeous. What do you call this? Hang on, just because I have to have everything perfect. There we go. It's a gradient set. There we go. Beautiful rose gradient set, and it was by Dark Harbour Yarn. She does amazing colours and gradients and whatnot. And it's been sitting in. I think I bought this from the first Unwind, so that's 5 years now, sitting in stash. I don't know what to do with it, guys. Wow. Oh, see, it does look good.
I just feel a little bit like one of those bibs when you're like a baby, but I actually really like it.
Yeah. So it's for...
Doesn't go with my dress.
I need you to show me how you did that and then do that.
Talent.
You've got oodles of it. Obviously. Okay.
It's a bit warm though.
Yeah, it is a bit warm. I mean, yeah.
You're wearing a lot of wool. Sorry.
Yes, I am, and I've got wool socks on too. So, and I forgot.
And it's warm in here.
Yeah.
My house is warm.
Sue's always got a warm house. So anyway, this is 4-ply. I think it's an 80-20 blend. Is it? No, it's 100% merino. What are these? I think they're 25 grams each. I don't know what to do. So I thought I might show it to you guys and see if anybody has a good pattern suggestion, because it's one of those special things that I don't want to just use it on anything.
No.
I want it to be a really cool pattern, but I can't commit to anything because I think, I don't know, maybe, yeah. So anyway, if anyone has a good suggestion, please comment below. I'd love to hear it.
Can I squish?
Yes, please squish. And then another purchase that's my favourite, or one of my faves, is this gorgeous little bag that I picked up last year at Unwind. It has a little clip for your stitch markers.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. And it's just beautiful. I love it. And it sits nice and open, so you can just sit it like that down at the bottom of your chair and away you go. And this was made by Vanessa. So she's got to be cool. Another Vanessa, of Hanging Rock Roost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, love it. Those are my faves. How about you from your...
So, okay. So, Unwind last year was my first ever knitting retreat. Mm-hmm. And prior to then, I think in the last year I've gone geeky. Yeah. I'm not full on geek, but I have moved into the geek. So, I've gone... and I was lucky enough to win a spot prize. So we had to, so we're all given a name tag, and then on the name tag was a name of a sheep, and you had to find other sheep that were the same as you, and you had to write them down, and then your name got put into a draw. Right. And I was very, very lucky enough to win a prize. I think 3 of us won prizes from our group.
From the group.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, that was
Not
really.
Me.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
I'm sure there was. Oh, I'll just see my owl falling over. I'm sure there was daggers. But yeah, so I was very lucky, and so I won a pack of yarn from Revive Designs. I think we've mentioned her before. So I think there was 3 colours, and I swapped out a colour for another one. So
so pretty, yeah.
So I think those, and I think there was a purple, but I'm not a huge purple fan, so I got this blue instead. I think.
I love this one.
I think that's what I did. Yeah, because I did buy from this lady as well. With my Anyway, so it's 4-ply, 85% merino, 15% nylon. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I kind of think they go together well. I don't know about this one. So they probably go together, but I don't think they all go together.
Maybe somebody's got a good suggestion on here too. Yeah. I
do love those. That is kind of a favourite colour of mine. Yeah. So so they're lovely. And so I really enjoyed Unwind, and I think now, unfortunately, I think I probably appreciate the dyers and who was there more now, because I didn't really know any of the names, and so I think I would appreciate it now. But so I'd be keen to go to another one one day when or go to one in the UK when I'm back.
Oh, that would be amazing
for holiday, just for holiday.
So I remember when I first heard about Unwind, I was like, huh? Why? What? You don't just sit around and knit. Like, I just didn't get it either. In fact, I didn't even get knitting groups. I was like, I'm quite happy to knit by myself at home. It's fine. And then started going along to knitting groups and went, oh, this is actually amazing. And then, went along to my first Unwind and was like, oh, a room full of people just like me. It was amazing. Yeah, I love that camaraderie and really being able to meet the dyers and squish all the yarn and really have a good look at it. And all the dyers are so amazing and wonderful. And when you talk to them about, maybe an idea of a pattern or something, they're more than happy to show you ideas that they think would go for that. And that's just so beautiful. And then, of course, so last Unwind last year, there was a few of us all staying in the one house in holiday home. So we all went out for tea, and at this stage we were probably drinking margaritas, not knitting. No, we're responsible knitters and drinkers.
We don't drink and knit.
That's right. And then I think we ended up back at home in the holiday home watching a animated movie with
Hercules. I think we watched Hercules
with one of the girls, little ones. So that was it was a good end to the night.
Yeah,
it
was good.
Yeah. Right. Should we?
And then we could go into reading and.
Should we do that?
Okay.
First, yeah.
Okay. Reading corner, reading corner.
You love that.
Reading corner, reading corner. I can't actually remember the name of books. It's on my phone.
Shall I go first?
Go on.
Nothing.
I think we're going to title this podcast, Vanessa Said Nothing.
I lie. I actually started listening to Bridgerton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, for those, you may have gotten caught up in the Bridgerton craze that swept across Netflix. And the series is based on a book. Or a book series, yeah. So it's on Audible, and so I started listening to that. So I lied. There was something. Okay, over to you.
Well,
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember. I think it's Moonflower Murders. I think, and it's a sequel to the Magpie Murders. So I was really annoying because the author, on the tip of my tongue, we'll link it anyway. The author has written lots of other good books that I've read.
You know that one?
Those really other good books. And he's also, it's really annoying. He's written for some TV. I can't even remember. That's crap. Anyway, I'm reading a good book.
So you're enjoying it then?
Yeah, I am. There was a free book on Audible I was listening to that was an Australian author, and
rubbish.
Yeah, couldn't cope. It was just ended up, why am I doing this to myself? But yes. So I can't remember. Sorry, it's on my, because I audio book and it's on my phone and we're filming. It's on my phone, so I'm great. Anyway, so good. But what have I been watching? You ask.
Oh, what have you been watching?
So on Netflix, I've been watching New Amsterdam.
Ah, yes.
And last weekend, I'm not ashamed to say, I watched 17 episodes. And I said, they're only 45 minutes. And someone looked at me like, that's still a lot of episodes. Well, Sunday afternoon, I just sat and knitted. I was like, why am I just doing stuff all the time? Anyway, it's very good. It's about a hospital even in New York, and a new medical director takes over, and he has a completely different kind of approach, and he's got like lots of life troubles, and then there's like 5 different doctors. I particularly like it because there's a psychiatrist in it, and it's all about their life troubles, and then they're trying to like help the lives of the others, and it's a hospital where you don't need to have insurance, and it's really good. But it got to the point where I watched some on Tuesday night and had a bit of a full-on day, and I was like, I'm feeling a bit sad, and my husband was like, stop watching it, just put Friends on. So then I just watched a lot of Friends, because Friends is just hilarious, and it just cheers us up. So yeah, and there's 10 series of Friends, and we're only on series 3, so
you're not going to run out of that in a long time.
So that's
Is
why I've been
New
watching.
Amsterdam very Grey's Anatomy-esque?
I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy, so I don't know. I akined it to a modern ER.
Okay.
But so it's not really gory, but yeah, it's kind of based around like different departments, like ER, ED even, surgery, heart surgery, neurology, psychiatry, oncology. Yeah,
cool.
It's really cool, but I don't know if I can. My husband suggested I only watch it on weekends. Not during the week, because it might bring me down. I didn't cry, but it's quite heartfelt.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's not a laugh a minute, but yeah. So yeah, so I recommend. I do recommend. It was good.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching and read. Well, you don't know what I've been reading.
Yeah, some book.
A book that's all right.
That's all right. Yeah. But it will be linked below.
Yes.
All right. I think we're done.
That's us.
Well, shall we talk about how the people can win?
How are you going to win the things? How are you going to win the things? Now, we still really want you to subscribe. We're not quite at 100 yet. We've still got a bit to go. So, all you have to do is just tell a friend, and they just have to subscribe. They don't have to watch it. They don't even have to watch it. But it would be good if they watched it and just subscribe. And then like. So, I met someone tonight, and I said, I've got to go because I'm going to do a podcast. And I said, you just need to watch it and subscribe and like it. And she's actually a knitter, so I don't think she's ever watched a podcast, but she better bloody watch it. I got a number, so I'll be checking.
Not pushy. Now, we were talking about things that we could get you to comment about below to win these goodies, and we came up with what would be your ideal knitty weekend, just to again to pay homage to Unwind and knitting retreats in general, because I know that we're not the only people in the world that have unfortunately not been able to go to their usual knitting retreat. The world is just how it is right now, and we're all just having to make room for this new normal for now. But yeah, ideally, and like if money wasn't a problem, if there was just no barriers at all, what would your ideal knitting weekend involve? So if you can comment down below, then
we'll have to give a deadline, won't we? Because we might have people commenting in 3 years' time, and then they won't be in to win this.
When will we have our deadline?
2 weeks from now.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So what date will that be?
Some date in May.
I can't look because my...
One moment, please.
Bear with.
That's right. I dream of Jeannie. 1 and 2. So that'll be the 20th. Or should we push it out to the 27th?
Sure.
That's the last week. Last week, end of March, the 27th. That's a Saturday.
Okay.
Boom.
So, and what we'll do is with the comments, we'll just number them, and then we'll just pick out and...
I think there's some fancy thing you can do.
There is, or you can ask your Alexa.
Oh, right. Nice. I like how you did that.
Because then you trigger off other people's Alexas.
Yeah, that's right. We don't want to be doing that.
We don't want you to do that.
No. Okay.
That'll
I
be
hope
so
that all
awesome.
makes sense. Yeah.
We'll put something in the description box down below so you understand as well. So that's great. And please just like and comment, and also we are on Instagram as Yarns from the South. So we're having some comments from some
Sue's
Lovely
cousins,
you.
really. So,
A lot of my
Sue's
cousins.
relations.
Yeah.
Thanks for commenting.
Yeah, big hello to Louise and to Lydia, who Lydia's married to my cousin. Yeah. And Lydia is my cousin. Yeah. So big hello to you. Oh, and hello to the knitting crew. So you know who you are. Right, we better go. We're just rambling now. All right. So thanks very much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you stopping on by. We're still really enjoying doing this, so we want to continue. So
good crack.
Aye. All right.
All right. We'll see you later. See you next time. Sorry. Sue's husband's Scottish, and we often fall into this, and I'm sorry if I've offended any Scottish people with my terrible accent.
We love it. We love her anyway. All right, Kakite.